Hey, Dan, it's great to see you. Let's talk about our upcoming workshop.
All right, that sounds great. We've got a workshop that's coming up on September 26th, and it's called Erotic Dialog, Speaking the Language of Love, Lust, and Truth. And what's this workshop for you?
I'm glad you asked because a lot of people that I work with are unaware of the language to use in order to talk about sex with their partners. And they may be unaware of just what words to use. And that's what one thing that we're going to be talking about in this workshop. There are four different types of words. There's baby talk, there's clinical talk, there's dirty talk, and there's poetic talk. And those words that we use convey a meaning to our partner that may or may not be what we want to communicate. It might be offensive to our partner, or it may convey a message to our partner that we don't mean to convey. And so that creates this kind of disconnect or this reticence around talking around sex. So we're going to talk about that in this workshop. What are the words that can be used? And if your partner is using language that's offensive to you, or perhaps you're not real sure what it means, this is your chance to really get clear just about the lexicon. That's huge.
I think one of the other things that I would like to talk about in this workshop is that women don't even know what they want to have or have done to them. And they don't even know how to ask for it if they do. So how do we create a structure around being able to ask for that? And so I think the types that you were talking about are really valuable when it comes to somebody being able to say, hey, this is what I want. And how do I reference it? How do I talk about it? I think one of the other things that we have a problem with is men don't quite understand. I mean, I hear all these stories all the time about these women who receive dick pics. And so I think it's important to understand that women don't want to necessarily receive those. And if they do, they can certainly tell you, but it's an issue. And understanding how to approach a woman in defining what he wants and for her to be able to define what she wants, I think is super important and critical in having a good lover relationship.
Yes, and our workshop has practical skills that people are going to walk away with that night for how do I discern what I even want in sex? How do I communicate that to my partner? And then how do I communicate to my partner when there's something going on that I don't want? But I don't want to be offensive. I don't want to shut that person down. I don't want to send this message of I don't love you. But how do I tell you that there's this thing that you do that I really don't like it when you do that? We're going to be
Yeah.
talking about this workshop.
Yep. Yeah. And there's great ways to get around that ego thing. And that's one of the things I think a lot of women are very worried about the men's egos because they're so fragile. And there is some truth to that. But guys, man up. You know, if a woman is telling you that she doesn't like something, it doesn't mean that you're a bad lover or anything else. It just means that she needs some direction. She needs some change. And how else is she going to let you know what she wants? Just like you need to let her know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a gift. And the men that I work with are telling me, I don't know what she wants. And maybe she doesn't even know what she wants. So then we can start talking about, well, how do we maybe explore some things in a safe way? And how do we even talk about that? So
Yep.
we're talking all about that. And you're going to be bringing some material that I'm not familiar with, the Wheel of Consent.
Hmm.
Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, so the Wheel of Consent is a great way of looking at consent from giving and receiving or taking and allowing, and what that means and how that looks, and understanding when there's things that are in the shadow, like, taking something, it's okay to take something if the person is allowing it, but if the person is enduring what it is versus allowing it from the pleasure that they know that they're going to be able to receive, then that's not really a good thing. So we're going to be able to explore and talk about those different aspects of it.
Yeah. And I'm sure the people who are watching this have all had that experience when the lovemaking kind of feels good at first and then it kind of turns into something that we're just tolerating. So how do we get out of that situation and leverage it into something that's really intimate and truly pleasurable and sweet?
Yep.
I love
So
that.
can't wait to see everybody. This is going to be September 26th. from 6 to 9 p.m. Oh, and by the way, so this is a live event that you can come to in person, but we're going to try something new this time, and it'll be also a hybrid model. So we'll have some people that'll be there in person, we'll have some people that will be online. So if you don't want to travel to Boulder, can't travel to Boulder, then this is a workshop for you.
It is. So if you are a couple that's experiencing menopause or erectile dysfunction, or if you are a single person looking for a fulfilling relationship, or if you're just in a committed relationship and you're looking to go deeper into the subtleties of your intimacy, this is the workshop for you and you need to be there.
Yep, absolutely. So again, September 26th, 6 to 9 p.m. Mountain Time. So if we're opening this up, we can get people from all over the United States or world. Uh, so we hope to see you there.
We hope to see you there. Bye bye.
Bye.